Let me get. Let me get all chats up. All right. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to the mental health stream morning portion. And today we're going to be talking about adjustment. Getting tongue tied. Adjustment disorder, and it's about when we struggle to adapt to change. And I feel like this is one. I feel like this here connects with me, um, especially like whenever like not all changes, but like I know like some some changes in my life, like depending on the types of changes it's hard to me. It's hard for me to adapt. It's hard to like. It's hard to adapt into like. It's just it's hard. It's a struggle whenever I'm so used to it being like one certain way, and then like oop change, and then it's like, and I felt like this was one of the topics um, that is going to connect with me, and I hope that it connects with every one of the viewers. I see there's 3 viewers. Um, so good morning. Well, here in Central Time, Illinois. Good morning from y'all. From me to y'all, and let us let's get started. So again, whenever we do these mental health streams, I do want to remind everyone that no, I am not a professional whatsoever in this whatsoever. Um, that if you feel the need to, I highly suggest that you do talk to a counselor, an actual counselor. Um, I'm just like I'm learning with everyone. Just just the same. So um, all right. So adjustment disorder, when we struggle to adapt to change. So all right. So an adjustment disorder is defined by difficulty adjusting to life stressors. Moving to a new city, changes in relationships, or shifting a new career are just a few examples of stressors that may cause someone to experience mood or behavioral disturbances. For more than 50 years, clinic, clinic, clients, no, yeah, bear with me, y'all. All right, clinicians have have been using the term to describe individuals who are struggling to deal with a particular stressful situation or ongoing circumstance that causes distress. Adjustment disorders are among the most commonly diagnosed mental health issues and they may be diagnosed in children, adolescents, and adults. Most studies report about 1% of the population may have an adjustment disorder at any given time. So, we're gonna look at like the adjustment disorder symptoms. So, according to the DSM-5, the newest diagnostic manual used by clinics to diagnose mental illness, the criteria for adjustment disorders includes the development of emotional or behavioral symptoms in response to an identifiable stressor occurring within 3 months of the onset of the stressor. The symptoms and behaviors must be clinically significant as evidenced evidenced by one or both of the following: marked distress that is out of proportion to severity or in, intensity of the stressor, or significant impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. The symptoms must not persist for more than 6 months after the stressor has ended. They must also be out of proportion for the person's culture and cannot represent normal bereavement. The disturbance also must not meet criteria for another mental disorder like depression or anxiety. Clinicians specify how the symptoms affect an individual's functioning by indicating if the adjustment disorder is with depressed mood, low mood, tearfulness, or feelings of hopelessness are predominant. Mixed anxiety and depressed mood, a combination of depression and anxiety is predominant. With the disturbance of conduct, behavioral changes are predominant. With mixed disturbance of emotions and conduct, both emotional symptoms, depression, anxiety, and disturbance of conduct are predominant, and unspecified for maladaptive these words manipulative reactions that are not classifiable as one of the specific subtypes of the adjustment disorder. So, what is an adjustment disorder with anxiety? An adjustment disorder with anxiety is marked by nervousness, worrying, jitteriness, or separation anxiety. Here are some examples of when adjustment disorder diagnosis may be warranted. A 6-year-old moves to a new town and starts a new school. He starts exhibiting aggressive behavior, uses baby talk, and becomes defiant. A 10-year-old's grades decline after her parents' divorce. She feels sad much of the time and can't concentrate on her schoolwork. An 18-year-old moves into the college dorm. She feels anxious about being away from home as and has trouble making friends. A man gets laid off from his job for several months. He lacks motivation to look for a new job and has difficulty getting anything done. A woman's house gets ruined by a fire. She struggles with the loss of her possessions and she displaced in her new situation. She experiences a lot of sadness and anxiety that make it difficult for her to perform well at her job. So, what are we're going to look at the causes. Adjustment disorders can stem from a variety of stressful situations and experiences. Some of them may be single events like a natural disaster, changing jobs, moving to a new city, or getting married. At other times, adjustment disorders stem from ongoing difficulties like the stress associated with launching a business or moving away to college. It's not always clear why some individuals adjust to stressful circumstances more easily than others. Even when an entire family or a group of children are exposed to the same stressful situation, some may develop adjustment disorders while others don't. While any stressful life circumstances can place you at risk of developing an adjustment disorder, the way you cope with the stress plays a role in whether you develop an adjustment disorder. Additionally, these factors may also impact your adjustment. Past life experiences. Significant stress during childhood may place you at greater risk of developing mental health problems, including an adjustment disorder. Difficult life circumstances. Having more stress on day-to-day basis is your in your life may make it more difficult for you to tolerate one more stressful change. So now we're going to talk about having if we can have both depression and adjustment disorder. Yes, in fact, pre-existing mental health issues like depression and anxiety may place you at a higher risk of developing an adjustment disorder. The diagnosis is there isn't a specific test used to diagnose adjustment disorders. Instead, a physician or a mental health professional will conduct an interview to assess your symptoms. A physician may run routine tests to ensure your symptoms aren't caused by an underlying health issue. Once a physician rules out a medical illness, you may be referred to a mental health professional for further assessment. A mental health professional may ask you to complete some forms or questionnaires so information can be gathered efficiently. You may also be interviewed about your symptoms and the stressful life experiences you encountered. You might not recognize a stressful life experience causing the adjustment disorder. The clinician, the the clinician will use the DSM-5 to determine if you meet the criteria for an adjustment disorder based on the information you provided. So, adjustment disorder treatment. Many people with adjustment disorders find that treatment helps ease their distress and assists them in moving past a stressful event in a more productive, helpful way. Treatment consists of talk therapy, medication, and a combination of the two. Talk therapy is typically preferred core is the is typically the preferred course of treatment for an adjustment disorder. The type of therapy used may depend on the therapist's expertise and the individual's needs. The in general, talk therapy may provide emotional support, assist with identifying healthy coping skills, teach stress management strategies, and help you establish healthy habits. If you're the parent or a partner of someone with an adjustment disorder, you may be invited to attend therapy as well. Family therapy may teach you the best way to support an individual who is experiencing an adjustment disorder. Medication may be used to address depression or anxiety that accompanies an adjustment disorder. Antidepressants or anti anxiety medication may only be needed for a short time, but make sure to speak with your physician before adjusting any dosages or discontinuing any medications. Coping. If you notice you aren't bouncing back from a stressful event as well as you might like, you can take steps to improve your resilience and help you feel better. These strategies may help you cope with adjustment issues you're experiencing. Participate in leisure activities. Doing fun things can reduce your stress level. Identify activities that are good for you or your well being and schedule time to do them. Practice good self care. Get plenty of sleep, eat a healthy diet, and get plenty of physical activity. Turn to healthy coping skills. Whether you relieve stress by listening to the music or you enjoy meditating in the morning, find strategies that help you relax, unwind, and boost your mood. Cut out unhealthy coping skills. If you've been turning to coping skills that do more than harm than good, like eating too much or drinking alcohol, yes, I know. I'm speaking to myself there too. Uh, Make a conscious effort to cut back. Unhealthy coping skills only create new problems in the long term. Seek social support. Spend time with friends and family who are good for you. Whether they give you an honest advice, they simply listen to you, share your concerns. Sorry. Uh, reach out to healthy people. Attending a support group, either online or in person, might help you learn from people who have been through similar experiences, such as divorce or a loss of a loved one. Engage in problem solving. Whether you've got a stack of bills stressing you out or a difficult phone call you don't feel like making, don't avoid things that cause you stress. Tackle your problems head on and you'll save yourself a lot more stress in the long run. If you're struggling to feel better on your own, reach out to a mental health professional who can assist you in finding strategies that help you feel better. It's likely that most people will experience an adjustment disorder at one point or another in their lives. It's not a sign of weakness. If you're struggling, don't beat yourself up by thinking you should be doing better. Instead, get proactive about taking care of yourself and seek professional help to support your efforts. And for those that is in the Twitch stream, I probably didn't even go through yet. But I'm saying this to like everyone that's on the stream, whether it be on YouTube or on Twitch. If you do need to, if you feel like you need to reach out to someone, please do so because like whether I mean it doesn't even have to be adjustment disorder. It could be anxiety, depression. It could be almost anything because the reason why I really love doing these mental health streams isn't just because like yes it helps others but it also helps myself as well and like especially whenever whenever I read I read the stuff I read the information I uh I also like I catch myself talking to myself as well and like I know I haven't been doing the mental health streams lately because I've also been trying to focus on my mental health as well. But I need to find that balance of like my mental health and streaming and other things as well. Just so. Um. Hello, Michaela. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Um. Let me get you a shout out. Um, yeah, no. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Get a shout out. There you go. Just a shout out. All right. So, um, Is there anything that anyone wants to actually talk about or discuss? I know that was like that wasn't even very long of a stream, but um, if there's anything that is on your mind like or like I'm pretty much free to like discuss anything and everything pretty much. All right. Well, let's well, I think that's gonna wrap up the morning portion. Oh, yes, I am. I'm a part of the LGBTQ plus community. Yes, and I appreciate the support. I really appreciate that. Let me give you a follow. I got you a follow there, darling. Okay. All right. Um. Let's see. All right. Well, if there's nothing if there's nothing else that anyone wants to talk about, Michaela, is there something that you would like to talk about or discuss, or is there anything that you're struggling with that I mean that you might just need someone to talk to, or but I mean if it's something like that you feel like you need to talk to like a counselor or anything, then that's I just okay. You know what? I struggle with your body dysphoria. Okay, let me. Um. All right. So. All right. So like, is there like? All right. Is there something that causes you to my very first question should be, do you feel like people support you for who you are? Because that is the one main thing, especially like for me for being trans as well. Like I like I understand where you're kind of, no, I don't. Oh, you don't in most cases? Okay. Like I'm not really for sure like where you are, if you're in the states or in another country, but like is is there any is there like can you tell me more about like why why you have like the the depression or anxiety or because like and of course I'm not for sure like what all you've been through, but like just know that the most I can say is that I'm sorry that it is a struggle. It's a struggle to find that support. It's a struggle to find that support system, especially with the LGBTQ plus community. And I'm speaking out of like me personally. I've been in that situations, but like it's so like even though like I felt like I had that support system, like I felt like I had the support system, and then there's the support system that was supportive, but they kind of hid it, kind of thing. But like I feel as if you you the ones that do support you and those that you can rely on hold those people close because like it's hard to uh, like I really do feel you. I really do feel you, honestly, because there was a time where people would ask me like and I do struggle with this at times. Like, but the thing is, like, I had to tell myself and remind myself that I'm just as human as anybody else. There's nothing there's nothing that can take away that person who I am inside. Like, it just cat. Yeah, I I really feel you on that. I really do. I really wish I knew exactly what to say on that because it is a struggle, especially as a trans person, and I'm not for sure if like because like for me I've been asked several times, like, why don't I get that? Why don't I get the surgery and all? Like, I personally, I've thought about the surgery. I really have, because there's been times where I questioned myself. I questioned, like, but the I question myself. Am I really like? I question myself about, can I really be the gender I want to be without surgery, or like, or can I be the gender I want to be, like, no matter what? And that's just one thing that I had to come to realize, that if I if I did go through surgery, then would I be doing it for me, or would I be something else? And that's just something that you have to ask yourself, like what causes that this, I hope I'm saying it right, dysphoria, or that anxiety, that struggle. It just, oh, okay, okay. Okay. I was like, I was, I wasn't, like, I was hoping that I'm, like, saying the right things. Honestly, I'm trying to, like, be as positive as I can be, and, like, just know that you are loved no matter what. If you haven't heard it today, or if you haven't heard it in a while, just know that there is someone out there that loves you, because you are loved. You're more than welcome to come into the streams. If you see me on, if you see me streaming, come in. Feel more than welcome to come in here, because you are going to be loved and treated just like any other person. That just know that you have that you do have a support system to lean on. And I may not know the exact words to say, but, like, I'm always I'm always here to listen. That's the best I can do, is listen. And, like, that's honestly the best thing that anybody can ever do for a person, is just to be there to listen to someone. And also, that just the Nightbot just came up, uh, about the National Suicide Prevention number. If anyone is struggling with any suicidal thoughts, if you feel emotional distress, if you feel any, no matter the situation, that number is there to call and talk to someone if needed. And then also, if anyone needs to, just feel free to message me. Just message me on here, on Discord, anything at all. Honestly, just all right. So I'm going to go ahead. I know that I know I haven't been on for like that long, but I will be on again later on. Not like later on. Um, but I do want to thank everyone that came into the stream. Thank you for those that came in and just was there to listen, to support one another. Just, I mean, just thank you for being in here and just being you. So, and if there's nothing else, I am going to go ahead and end stream. And like I said, I will be back later on.